Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Heather and we are starting the Winterween for 2024 reading vlog not right now. I'm going to show you my TBR first and then it actually starts tomorrow. Today is Thursday, I just got off work and we are going to start the Winterween-a-thon. Readathon. Yeah, and I'm going to put the prompts right here for you. So the first prompt, I believe, is to read a book in the dark, which, you know, that's going to be a pretty easy one. Then we also have reading a book with W in the cover, or W in the title. So I picked A Solitude of Wolverines for this. Plus, this is also scented winter, which is another prompt. It is supposed to be a mystery survival thriller about this woman who is studying wolverines because they're endangered, and then she comes across a murdered person in the snow. So we're following her. Her name is Alex Carter and she's like in the middle of nowhere. So we're gonna read this. I have the audiobook on Scribed, so we're going to read this, and this is probably going to be my like work day listening read. Then one of the prompts is about witches, having witches either in the title or on the cover, and then having purple on the cover as well. I chose All of Our Hidden Gifts, and this is a queer YA romance about this group of young people who find tarot cards, and they go through the tarot cards, they find one that's not supposed to be there, and then one of the people in the group end up missing. But I chose this because it has a witch on the cover, it also has purple on the cover, and it just gives me all of those good vibes, and I am very, very excited about this one as well. And then the last book that I have, it's actually I would say a short story, wouldn't even call it a novella. It's called The Unicorn Killer, and I've had this on my Kindle for forever, and it's only 56 pages long. It sounds chaotic and I wanted to have some sort of horror book on this list, so I chose that one, and there's purple on it, and I don't think that it's set in the winter time, but I believe it's going to be a wild ride. But those are the books that I plan on reading for this video. So whenever I start reading, or you know, tomorrow's Friday, tomorrow's when this all starts, I'll fill you in and let you know how everything's going. Hello, I am literally logging off of work as we speak right now for the weekend, and I wanted to fill you in and let you know that the first book that I'm reading for this reading vlog is going to be The Unicorn Killer, and I know that it is 56 pages long, so it's not going to take me very long to read. And it is also about this guy who wants to be known as a famous serial killer. So that is the whole premise of whatever I'm about to read. Some of the reviews say that it is a crazy and wild ride, which I can only imagine how it's going to be in 57 pages, you know, or 56 pages. But yeah, that's the first book that we're reading for this reading vlog. Today is Friday, and yeah, just wanted to fill you in and let you know that that's what we're going to be reading first for Winterween. And I chose this book again for the purple on the cover. That's basically it, and I've had it on my Kindle for forever, so I will let you know how I feel. I'm probably not going to let you know until I'm all the way done with it because it's only 56 pages. So I'll let you know. I'll let you know how I feel. Also, this weekend you'll probably see us doing some stuff with the nursery. I'll probably put in a few clips here and there of us getting the nursery ready and stuff like that. We ordered all of our furniture for the nursery. It's supposed to be getting here today. Like, we got a lot of stuff it's supposed to be getting delivered today, so that shall be interesting. But I wanted to fill you and let you know that I don't really have anything planned for tonight other than reading and hanging out with my babe. The hubs is going to play poker, so it's just gonna be me and the babe tonight. Yep. And I'm going to be reading. I do have another book that I am reading for another vlog that I'm doing right now. So once I get done with the Unicorn Killer, I will probably continue reading that. So you might not see me again tonight. Or if you do, it'll be very minimal. Or it could be when all the stuff comes in. IDK. We're just gonna play this vlog by ear, like we usually do. But wanted to fill you in and let you know that if you do see like bedroom stuff, like us cleaning out stuff, it's because we're getting the nursery ready. Morning. So I ended up finishing the Unicorn Killer and I gave it 4 stars. It did exactly what it was set out to do. It delivered a story where Frank is wanting to be a prolific serial killer and he finds a way of gaining his fame, and you just follow him and him being basically a lunatic the entire time, doing what he was doing to people. It was written in a comical way as well, but it was also very gory, and it makes you realize that you don't really know people, because all of his neighbors thought that he was just like a normal dude, but behind the scenes he was doing what he was doing. If you're looking for a short horror story that gives you exactly what the synopsis says, read the Unicorn Killer. Like, it's 4 stars. The reason I gave it 4 stars is because I wanted it to be a little bit longer. It ended very abruptly, which I understand why the author did it. It's not a bad length of a short story by any means, but I just wanted it to be a little bit longer and wanted her to dive into Frank's psychological reasons as to why he was doing this a little bit more, because we didn't really get that. But anyways, like I said, it delivered what it said it was going to, and I'm going to probably start on this one next because I want this one to be more of like when I'm working my read, but I've heard that this one is a pretty quick read as well, so we're gonna do this. But before I start reading this, we're gonna go ahead and start on Walker's room. We have to clean it out. We got all the furniture yesterday, and yeah, so I said that we would start working on that in this vlog. So that's the crib, that's the bookshelf, this is the dresser, and I don't even know if I've showed y'all his room, but hold on one second. As of right now, this is his room. It's our guest room and also our catch-all room. Focus. But we're going to be cleaning it out today, and we're going to be, you know, getting it ready. So, yay. Say hello. Husband's crazy here. But yeah, this is what we're going to be cleaning out today. We're making progress. Wanted to show y'all the progress. Yay! Charles has been a big help. And the room is empty for the most part. Still got some stuff over here, some stuff over here, but we have enough room to put all the furniture in here. And we will be changing those curtains soon, but now it is lunchtime, so let me show you the lunch. What you doing? It is Sunday. I'm halfway through my second book for this video, All of Our Hidden Gifts. And like I told you previously, this is about a girl named Mauve who finds tarot cards in her school. She starts doing tarot card readings, and she does one with her previous best friend, Lily. And it wasn't a very good reading at all. And they said some things to each other, and Lily ends up coming up missing. So they're trying to figure out what happened to Lily, if it's has any connection to Mauve doing the tarot card reading for her. And we're figuring out some other things about different characters in here. Rory, who is Lily's brother, is trying to figure out his identity. And then we also have Fiona, who is Mauve's, I wouldn't say new best friend, but they're getting really close. She is trying to figure out her identity. So there's a lot of talk about like finding your identity in here, being comfortable with who you are, and there's a lot of good rep in here, in my opinion. There's also like some culty things going on too. So it's got a lot to it. But Mauve she goes to an all-girls school, which is interesting because I went to public school, so an all girls and boys school is always interesting to me. I like that. I like those different atmospheres. But they're just trying to figure out what happened to Lily and seeing if Mauve had something to do with it or not. But that's basically where I am, and that's basically all that's happened. I do like the fact that when you get tarot cards in here, there's like pictures of the tarot cards too, so you can actually see them in real life, because they do give descriptions of them. But you know, I don't really understand tarot cards, but I feel like this is a pretty good introduction. And at the back of the book, the author was also given some insight on like the different suits that you have, choosing a deck and all that kind of stuff. So that's pretty interesting as well. But Mauve might have some magical things going on with her, which fits in with the witch. So we have possible witches in here. We have purple on the cover, and it's just one of those vibey looks. We're just trying to figure out what happened to Lily. And yeah, that's it. Today's Sunday. We went to Barnes & Noble. I didn't find anything. We also went to Lowe's. I didn't find anything personally, but my husband did. And I will give you an update on the nursery as well tomorrow. But tonight I am reading and I'm chilling because I'm tired. I just got off work, but I did end up listening to over half of this book today while I did work, and it's all right so far. So this woman, what's her name? Alex Carter. She has been assigned to go to this place. Like it's very secluded, and she is staying in a old hotel to study wolverines. And while she's there, there are some pretty questionable people. It's in this like super small town where they don't like outsiders. So she thinks that there are these people that are messing with her to try to get her to go away. And we come across this man who she's seen on cameras, because she put up cameras to, you know, track wolverines and animals and wildlife. But this man shows up on her camera, and he is basically starving. You can tell that he's hurt. And she comes across him like in person as well, and she realizes that it's the guy who put a note on her car telling her that she needs to like leave and she doesn't need to come back. So there is something nefarious going on in this small town. You can tell that the police are involved in what's going on. It's more of like a mystery than it is a thriller. It says it's a suspense. I would say it's a suspense mystery rather than thriller. But it's kind of creepy in a way, because she is in a very secluded place and there are things that are like stalking her in the night. She doesn't know if it's an animal, she doesn't know if it's a person, and the descriptions in here are creepy too during those scenes, so the author's doing a really good job about that. There's just a lot of extra stuff in here too, so it's very descriptive about like the land, because it's really cold. There's snow. It's like I keep saying, it's a secluded place in the middle of nowhere. She's literally staying in an abandoned hotel, and there's nobody else around her, but it is close enough to town to where she can go and like eat and stuff like that. And she has befriended this woman named Catherine, who's like the only person in town that's really nice to her, which is kind of a red flag to me. But I don't know. I don't know what happened to this dude. I'm interested to see where the story is going to go. There's also Alex's ex, possibly ex-boyfriend, ex-husband, and he doesn't want her to be there. He wants her to be supporting him, blah, 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 blah. They fight a lot, but he just showed up out of nowhere. But so this is the third book that I am reading for this vlog. It covers winter and it covers the W prompts. And yeah, I would say it's a suspense mystery about wolverines and wildlife and sketchy people. But I intend on listening to the rest of it tomorrow while I work as well. Just wanted to play on and let you know. I forgot to mention today's Monday too. It's dark outside and I am almost done with this book. I'm tired, but I'm almost done. I only have 30 more pages to go, and today is the 11th, so it's the last day of this, it's the last day of this readathon, and I still have this to go, and I didn't get to read or listen to any more of Solitude of Wolverines, but I'm going to listen to that before I go to bed. I don't know if I'm going to finish it, but I just want to update you and let you know that it is dark outside, so technically I'm reading in the dark, and I'm almost finished with this. It's taken me a while, but I wanted to fill you in and let you know. Finished this book last night, and I'm giving it 4 stars. Thought that it was a really good YA fantasy book. It was a little slow at times. It took a little bit to get to the action of this, but this is about Mauve, and she found these tarot cards in a closet that she was cleaning out at her school because she was in detention. All these characters are like 17, 18, 16, they're young. But she was cleaning out a closet, she found tarot cards, and then she realized that she actually has she's a sensitive, and she has a knack for reading tarot cards, so she starts reading tarot cards for people, and she reads tarot. She has a session with this girl that she used to be best friends with named Lily, and then Lily ends up going missing 2 days after the tarot card reading. So Mauve is trying to figure out how to get her back and figure out how to, why she disappeared. And then she realizes that the card that Lily picked is not a card that actually goes into a regular tarot card deck. So that card just kind of manifested itself. And Mauve becomes friends with Fiona. She also has a thing with Lily's older brother Rory, or Ro, and they just try to figure out what happened to Lily, and they go through all these steps. Mauve gets more powerful as a sensitive and as a witch, and they're just trying to figure out what happened to Lily. You go on an adventure with them, and I enjoyed it. One thing I do like, I think I mentioned this earlier, is that each time a tarot card is pulled from the deck, you actually learn about it. And I think this book would be a really good, just first guide for somebody as you were reading a story as well, for tarot card readings, or tarot cards in general, if you're interested in that. The author also gives you a guide in the back of the book to learn more about tarot cards and the suits and all that kind of stuff. So if you are one of those people that wants to become more spiritual and you are looking for a good YA fantasy book that's going to keep you entertained and that has a lot of representation here for the queer community as well, then I would highly recommend this book to you. All of Her Hidden Gifts. I enjoyed it, and I will most likely continue with the series later on down the road. But there's that. Then I also wanted to fill you in and let you know that I did end up finishing A Solitude of Wolverines, not in time for this reading vlog, but I'm still going to include it anyways. Ended up giving us a 3.25 star. It took me a little bit to get into this book just because it does have a lot of scientific things that are in it. This woman named Alex Carter, she is she's taken on this job where she is supposed to be tracking wolverines in the wild as well as other animals too. She's some kind of scientist, and when she's there, people don't want her there, not because she's like a bad person or anything. They just don't want her around this particular part of the land, and you figure out why at the very end of the book. Like it doesn't come until the very, very end, and that's what I was waiting on. But once you get, I'll say once you get to about this point, I'll say about this point in the book, like this half, this last part of it, that's when the action really starts, and that's when everything comes together, all the puzzle pieces, like the whole mystery behind why nobody wants Alex there comes about, and you see Alex whoop some tail. You see Alex face all of these men who think that they run they rule the roost, and she shows them that no you don't. So it was an okay read. I mean, I gave it 3.25 stars. It was a slower read in my opinion. Like I said, it took me a little bit to get into it, but it's not a bad book. I would say that this is more on the literary side than anything. But yeah, so not a bad book by any means. It does have the winter aspect. It does have the coldness and all that stuff. If you can hear my vacuum, I'm sorry, I'm trying to hurry. But this one also talks about winter too. So kind of got it all in here. And this one also has W. But I did end up finishing all the prompts sort of before I head out and before my vacuum decides to sabotage the end of this video. I will put in a clip of what Walker's nursery looks like. So and here is the update so far. We have the crib. Those are going away. I have new art coming in, but we're just waiting on it. And then here's the changing table. That's going to be moved to a different wall, but right now that's just where it is. There's the dresser, the new curtains that need to be steamed, but there's a new dresser. Here it is from this angle. There's Lila. Here it is from this angle. Those books will be moving to the garage. But yeah, so that is the update for the nursery. It's just going crazy. Here's the update. Thank you for joining this video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.